Not sorry, we aren't the only people. Music kills with discretion. We aren't the only people with our ears opening, hearing where to go to next, grazing, with our ears to the ground, horses galloping our own heads. Poem 12, ending with a line by John Mears. Image face right, tender steam, avoiding frontwards, grid street sequence, day, sweet wood chip, sweat, steam, laurel, Hudson River nascent, concentrating high rise, sky scraped coverage, petri dish city, scraped vital nowhere, wrapped. He said, being only a victim to time, money, and machines made by men other than I. Faces of Leaf 6. Tensile, turnstile, corner, nasal ache, chart, lapidary blue, thrush, blood, enter, exit, flower, originary petal, fertile pall, doze, cease. Poem 13, beginning with a line by John Mears. There is no security, only a vague feeling learned from other men. Branches precedent, branches wires in the wind, not where the fences start. Our home of drywall forms. Learning when the tide changes or the blue clouds overwhelm the weather. Holding your tongue between thumb and index finger gently. Outside the window, a rusted shovel askew over rubble. Only a vague feeling, autumn, atom, composed of. Poem 14. Aggressive disc, funked, in, out. Poem 15. Inside brought the walking rain, people's shadow against street lamps. The dog lay over the streets, a coat, leisure of soft humming, noise in from the window, collective inference, pathways open, shut, a white flat sky, settling in some family's vacancy, a steep white, red disc cover. Poem 16. 32 degrees, shroud, ocean wrapped, meaning old dead piers and adjacent luxury marinas, a different neighborhood, cloud crowd. Now I'm going to read from a series called The Hope Poems. Hope acts on a mandate, the scrawl eye, function, ferns, room, cold, oblate, glint, mortis, the flesh frames indolent, and sets no belonging, sets form, us, no blank without residence, one, a bird wandering through here sees two, where is, what state. Having multiplied when hope wants for, a lank, careful painting sinks under. Hope pulses into the occlusion of day spring unwavering. The frame, the wall is fluctuating for the fly, orange. The time for slowing past metallic till music arrives bronchial. What can you watch with music? Clicks on an island, millions of unregarded, unaccounted lives, writes unlettered, unhoped for, the hope you cannot take back, the hedging cacophony, the uneasy distillate, its oblate and without proper regard, silences can take record, trumpet, drums, bass, drums. Was the garden that frightening? Lost in speech, the axioms gone dark, gravity even with the axis, orbital, a dissolving floor, hope for the axis, or unknown duration. This take was that the animal was barricading itself, glum nose. The park was metal but not even the confluence of forced lives, a network of hopeless wandering, glib stuffed animals, the term between resonance, the flow, zombies. It blinks in a way that is understanding evil, hope, the furred face, liturgy in action, a web that is snowbanks, melt, the hands are tipped with nails, heat increases and the runoff follows the sluice, if bent, if static. Ages wish their lines chopped off, mercury in proximity, the stage incandescence no longer blurs the vision, post-explosion, the choice is made, careening, null separation, formula, atrophy. Your hand was appropriate. Your ownership anticipates all better strategies. It is a noisy world. Get by. Leaking all over. The pain in us leaking. No solvent, ear to music. Bleeding. Senses to distraction. Phone. Not your call. Unheard bill. Lateral. Forward. Navigate unalterable zones of accidents, the bombed out walls, the grit, organic sounds polluting, tempo, the waking. Was animal and feedback hopeful, the pieces of us sinew, envelopes takes between what they hope for, tin unseen, the clouds more away from the intoxication of inner scansions motivates. Final piece already is called Ashkelos in the Waking. Keeping warm in strokes of becoming, sudden flows, ash on the balconies as a power taken from words lives in the afterglow. The green trail rooted out by rats or someone else sharing our space, a crow. Where was vision? Particular crystal arrangement, the response demands its each part of the body, flow of urge, electronic minima, the body dives a wall of sound. Noise flows mapped, unmapped the space, where vein pulse close to skin, rising, falling. A fracture in trees, ambient, corrugated, where rust comes in, skin over the carapace. Like any good factoring in membranes, closing the metal lines, needling, minus the body, pierce and place, a shame shining through limited movement. Oil scent between the trees, eyes about the town, evacuation towards eastern edge of island, making the name with dull taste, vomit, searing. Picking the glass shards out, gauze delving vantage point, how the heartbeat lands in the correct time, descending smoke, ash, and dirt. It is a blank, I don't know, growing or vague polonius, which is the map, and they rearrange it. White lines up and down the body, borders recharge the sun. This sun, inexhaustible blink, or in violence. Gentle lick of categories, bodies, push back and give, skip, collude, taking for a moment collapse. Not only grit and violence, the success of a large city, being here for a moment, thankfully confined to turn, and the webs that rest over us and others, peace we make among ourselves.